Kelly, good morning. It is so nice to connect with you. Would you just start out by introducing yourself and telling us the basis for why we're chatting today?
Absolutely. Well, lovely to meet you, Andrea. I love meeting amazing women in our industry, so lovely to meet you. I am Kelly Cook, and I am the Chief Marketing and IT Officer, believe it or not, of David's Bridal. That's probably a whole nother discussion around that title. But we're talking today because we are partnering with Ashley Furniture as our key partner for our trunk shows that are happening this Friday in every store in the United States.
Congratulations on announcing that partnership. As we were just chatting about, I have a background in bridal. And so as soon as I saw that press release, I said, yes, I have to find out more about this. Always love to see a good bridal partnership. And I actually do believe that IT would be part of your title because it's so hard to think about marketing without that technology component. So like you said, conversation for another day. Um,
Smart perception, very perceptive, Andrew. You
sense
are absolutely right.
Well, what I wanted to dive into a bit, Kelly, are the business goals around this partnership. It's intuitive to me from a customer standpoint why somebody who is getting married would also be thinking about buying furniture potentially for a new home. But would be really interested in hearing from you about the, no quantification or anything, but just what you're looking to get out of it from a business standpoint.
Well, sure. So when we all came to David's Bridal a few years ago, Jim, the CEO, me, and a few others, we wanted to serve her way beyond the dress, right? And so we wanted to be along with her from the time she's engaged, which we now have our Pearl Marketplace that just launched, all the way to saying I do and beyond, right? So we launched the Diamond program that gave her the free honeymoon. There's been all kinds of innovations. What's happened since we've been at David's Bridal over the last couple of years is that their financial confidence in their future has actually gotten worse. So over the last like 20 months, the number one things brides tell us is that I have budget issues. I'm stressed about money. Venue cost has gone up 25%. I'm trying to stretch my wedding budget. I have to invite less guests. I have to serve, chicken instead of prime rib. Like they're making all of these decisions constantly. But what we found is that through partnerships, we can actually serve them beyond the actual wedding event. So with our Pearl report that we issue every month, we interview thousands of brides about all kinds of details. And what was interesting is we asked them, what are you purchasing after you get married? And it was everything from, living room furniture to cars to mattresses to a new home. Like we asked them everything. And then once we had that data, we said, you know what? What if we went out and we found partners that are willing to give value to those brides, knowing that they're going to be making these purchases right after the wedding? And that's exactly what this is. So we're kicking it off with Ashley this Friday. And for the first 25 customers in every single store, they're going to get a $100 gift card to Ashley. And we chose Ashley. Their brand ethos is inspiring the love of the home, right? And our brand is, serving love and serving those communities and magical moments. And we thought, you know what? We're a servant's heart sort of culture. Ashley sort of feels that way too. And the brands just kind of came together. And we're so proud to be with them this Friday.
That's so great. And so would it be accurate to say then that kind of from a business standpoint, you're looking to get a bit more credit from the customer, from the target customer, and being able to serve them across more of that wedding journey?
We really are, and we do want to serve them because we've committed to being with her throughout that entire journey. So next, we found out it was really, really interesting that we found out that one of their favorite things to get for wedding gifts after cash is home improvement companies. They need like Home Depot gift cards and some of those things. So we're coming after Home Depot next. But whatever, like, but those are real, Andrew. Like they're real things that the
Yes.
brides need. They're buying cars, they're buying living room furniture, and so yeah, we want to be there for them along the journey and partner with some of the best brands in the world to do that.
It's really interesting because as we think about people getting married later now, just statistically, I
Yeah,
can see where to extrapolate. Maybe they've bought a lot of the smaller types of things that you might have registered for in the past, the mixing bowls and the dishes and things like that. And
that's
now
right.
check off those bigger items. And so
That's
that's
right.
more important.
That's exactly right, because they're living apart and they have their home set up, and when they come together, they need new things. So, yeah, we're excited about it, and we already have a lot of other partners in the queue coming up next. So I can't say them yet, but we're so excited about them because we're asking brides, okay, what do you need next? Okay, let's go get that partner. Okay, what do you need now? Okay, let's go get that partner. And the brands are just like, it's a really a fun thing to have us all come together to serve her and the new couples.
Certainly. And it's a way for any brand who wants to reach brides at scale to do that through David's Bridal, which you can't
Yeah,
through just anybody. So I definitely see the
exactly.
value as well. You mentioned the upcoming trunk shows on Friday, the, first people in line getting gift cards. Can you tell us a little bit about the science of how you determined how many people are the first people and what size the gift cards should be? What was a little bit of that decision-making process?
Yeah, when we were at the table with Ashley, we sort of like worked together on like what their average order value is, what do new couples typically buy, what is the size of their first sort of purchases? Do they buy one item? Do they buy multiple items? And through our data and their data, we just came together and said, you know what? $100 can go a long way if somebody just wants to buy a new couch or a new mattress or whatever it may be. And so that's how we felt that it would come together. And then our commitment to that is we are also offering a $100 gift card to the first 5 people that come to the trunk shows. So now, if you come to the show, you get $100 for Ashley and $100 for David's, and you get 10% off everything you buy, and you've got free goodies that are there that are fun. So you may get samples of our Galena signature fragrance. Like there's some fun things because it's about celebrating her and serving her. And you came from the bridal business, like what I mean. And it's a very sort of giving, selfless, sort of serving culture. It's all about making her feel like everything she deserves to feel on that day.
And even more important now, like you mentioned with the budget stress, to have a night where some of that feels alleviated, I can imagine being a really, really powerful offer.
Yeah, true. We found out recently it was over 70%, Andrea, of the brides that we spoke with last month are very, very concerned or concerned about their financial future. So that is 3/4 of all brides feel that way. So we're going to keep cranking and do everything we can to serve her, no matter what it is. I mean, we have brides saying, "Can you help me find a partner? I'm serving pizza at my wedding because I can't afford beef." I'm like, "We're on it. Let's go get a pizza partner." I'm doing donut walls instead of a cake. All right, we're going to go find a donut partner. So we're just going to keep cranking and serving her because we love it.
Do you have a financial services partner yet who would
Yeah,
help with that type of advice even?
yeah, so good question. So we partner with a firm and we're about to release, buy anything in our store up to, I think it's 12 months payment terms. And the next thing we're looking at, it's interesting that you asked me that. The next thing we're looking at is a partner to help finance weddings for brides. That's the thing they just asked for. We need help financing the whole wedding. So we're like, okay, let's figure it out for you. So that's like the next big thing that we want to go find out for them. So
Any other partnerships on your wish list? We now know that they should all be on standby, but what else is missing from that journey?
Oh man, yeah, I've named a lot of them. So if they're out there, they can just email me at kcook@dbi.com because we really want to. But it's interesting, Andrea. It's like there's so many things that they're wanting. I mean, I've named a lot of them, but there's a ton. And to be honest, Andrea, there's not that many industries out there that they're not asking for right now. Like I said, home improvement and furniture and financial help, and so the list goes on and on. So if you think you can help a bride or new couple, reach out to me. I'm available 24/7, 365.
It makes sense because it's a time in their lives when kind of everything is up for question and evolution, right?
It
So it's a
really
great
is.
moment to be able to reach them.
It really, really is. And I tell you what, Andrew, we feel so privileged to be there with them on that day. I don't, if you, well, you've been there, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I can walk in a David's Bridal store and not know anybody in there from a customer perspective. And you hear a girl ring the bell that she found the one, and she's bawling, and her mother's bawling, and I'm bawling. Everybody's bawling. My eyelashes are falling off. It's like, oh my God, we're just all crying. But it's so like there's not a lot of companies, maybe other than hospitals when your baby is born. Like there's not that many analogous companies that have that opportunity, and it's very precious to us.
Yes.
Like it's very, very precious. And you get addicted to it. You get addicted to the love and the joy and the optimism and the happiness of it. And the world needs more of that right now. Like, you know what I mean? We really
Sure
need
does.
more of that joy. And so we love it.
I love it too. Thank you so much
You're
for speaking with me
welcome.
about this today, Kelly. And I look forward to seeing the partnership in full action.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Andrea. Anytime. I love talking brides.
Same. Bye, Kelly.
Bye bye.